Everyone, so here we have a TSPC Racer, and it's got a bit of a fan problem, and I'd like to show you how we sorted this out. Now, one of the cool things or the improvements on the TSPC Racer from the T300 and the equivalent basis, they've removed the power supply from this section. They've put it on the outside, similar to what the Logitech and the Fanatic setups do, and this obviously removes a lot of heat buildup inside. So this should definitely improve that torque loss that you have when you use the base a lot. So they've got two fans. They've got firstly a fan in here, and this is an extractor fan, so it takes the heat inside and it blows it outside. And then they also have a fan inside this brushless motor that's supposed to obviously cool it inside, which is an excellent idea because you've got a nice bit of air movement right through there. Only problem is that if that fan packs up, you sit with a bit of a problem. So this particular base, the customer claims that it had this funny noise from the start, or the fan didn't really work well from the start. And but just listen to this, then you'll understand what he was all about. Alright, there's the fan going on, and yes, just listen to that. That's pretty much a noise, and it's got a rattly type of noise. Not sure if it's supposed to be like that, but you can understand this can be quite frustrating if you have this type of noise all the time. So to give you an idea what it is like without that noise, just if I take this power off, quite a bit of noise. Alright, so now the problem is that to replace this is, well, you will have to try and get a fan from Thrustmaster, which I doubt you'll ever get. And then obviously it's internal, so it's a bespoke fan that you need, specific one. So it's a cool idea, but in practice, if you ever need to repair it, you are pretty much buggered. So they have a power supply coming from the PC board. You've got a red and black cable, and which is your power, and they have the green, which I presume is probably the overload sensor. So if the fan gets stuck, then it switches it off to prevent damage in the circuitry. So what we've done is we've taken a standard fan that you could get, and we've modified this to connect that to blow onto the motor, so that you definitely get the similar cooling effect. Obviously not probably not as effective as that fan inside, but I do believe this is going to be sufficient to cool it, and to have a effective solution when this fan should ever pack up, or if that noise is driving you absolutely up the wall. Okay, so this fan that we use is 40 by 40, and it's 20 mil thick, and the power output is 8.3 give or take volts. So if you use a similar 12 volt type of fan, and with a low wattage, so that you don't overload the circuitry, this will work 100%. And this fan, because it's quite deep, you've got quite a nice bit of airflow through there. And this fan is pretty quiet as well, so it definitely gets the job done. So what we're doing is we're fitting a bracket in there to screw it into the mount there. And then this is nice and secure, and then obviously connect this to your power, and then you've got a solution. In case you're unsure of how to open the TSPC Racer base, once you've taken the wheel off, you have this cover that takes 4 Phillips screwdrivers. You just take them out, and then this cover comes off. In the front you have another 3 Phillips screws there, and then you have 2 number 2 Allen keys in the front that you need to take out. On the side you have another 3 there, and the same on the other side. And in the back you have basically 3 Allen keys number 2.5 that you need to take out as well. And once you've removed those, then the cover comes off, and you can get to the fan and everything that you need to sort out. Alright, so I've connected the fan up and shrink wrapped it, and I've made this L bracket here that will fit onto that hole down there to keep it nice and sturdy in place. Okay, and I used a 3mm by 10 plastic type screw, or a plastic threaded type of screw that is perfect for that type of hole. It's in fact the same type of thread that you use in the rest of the body of this space. Okay, and now it's fitted. You can see I had a couple of tries on getting the right holes for it, and the idea is to get this as low as possible and a little bit further away, so that these wires are not going to be impeding the positioning. But you'll see it's nice and sturdy, it will not go anywhere, and obviously a nice long, at least a 10mm long screw to go deep into that hub. And that plastic structure is quite deep, so you don't need to worry that you're going to damage anything. And this obviously with a decent screw to keep this in place. Yes, and cable tied. Let's see if this gets the job done. There you go, fan switches on, and it's considerably quieter. And so you've got obviously air being pulled in through those vents there, and this blows the air onto the motor, and then you have the extractor fan there going out. And I believe this is a proper solution, and I know for a fact a lot of you guys with these TSPC racers will have this problem. You will not be able to replace this. It's going to be hugely expensive. So this is well, a $10 solution. Okay, so this is the finished product, fan replaced, and you can obviously hear the fan running, but it's just a wind noise. It doesn't have that rattling noise that is so irritating about the internal fan in this motor. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it helps you. If you like it, click like at the bottom, and I hope to see you soon.